What is Jakob Pertl doing? If he's supposed to be in drop coverage and the ball screen is being set here, you got to be over here. Look at Pertl. The screen is being set. Where is Pertl? Nowhere. This is a complete disaster. You have literally 4 Spurs players guarding Kawhi Leonard right now. Okay? Someone else is open. This is ridiculous. Wow. Keita Bates-Diop, please be ready to guard Kawhi Leonard. Like, look at this. What is Keita Bates-Diop doing? Why'd you just turn your head? So now you're not going to be ready to guard Kawhi Leonard, so Zubac doesn't even have to screen you. You're already beat. He can start rolling, and that totally screws up your drop coverage. Now that brings a backside defender, and guys are open on the weak side of the floor. Not guard like this. You got to keep your man in front of you. Look at Isaiah Roby. Why? So now when Marcus Morris catches this ball, you're off balance. Like, you're not ready to guard right now. So now the spin move. Keldon Johnson has an hour to get his feet set in a defensive stance right now. Literally. You have an hour to do this. And look what happens. This is what you're doing. You're backpedaling. Like, you're going to guard John Wall this way. Double team, open 3. I mean, this is too nonchalant. You got to keep Reggie Jackson in front of you. Jeremy Sohan does not have Reggie Jackson. You're not in front of Reggie Jackson. So this isn't even really a screen. It's just that you're already so far separated that this happens. It's just getting absurd at this point. Why can't the Spurs player, Josh Richardson, sprint back and get his feet set? Look at this. This is the effort. Look at this. Are you kidding me? So now because of this, you're just playing off your back foot. That collapses every Spurs player ever. And again, Isaiah Roby, first of all, is staring at the ball, and second of all, he doesn't have Paul George in front of him. Why is he not in front of you? So both of these things combined make it real easy. Again, you're not keeping your man in front of you. It's unbelievable. So now on this down screen, instead of just being able to chase off of Paul George's hip this way, look what happens. You end up going up the gut of this down screen. That is so pathetic. I don't know why Trey Jones has to come all the way over here to help, but when on your recovery here, you can't gamble. You have to just sprint back to John Wall. Look at Trey Jones here. Look at that gamble. It's pathetic. So now that collapses the defense again. Switch a screen, you've got to get underneath Kawhi Leonard on the switch. If you switch over the top of a screener, this is too easy. Absurd. Why is Keita Bates-Diop going this way? You're not a part of a potential screen here. So look at Keita Bates-Diop. He's going towards the ball. So now this pass gets made. You're not ready to guard. So now instead of Charles Bassey being able to recover to the corner, he's got a double now too. And then Norman Powell just gets it with Bassey off balance and put him at a disadvantage. Trey Jones is trying to hedge here. It's about as pathetic a hedge as you can ask for. You can't let Kawhi Leonard turn the corner when you hedge. Look at Trey Jones hedging here. I think Kawhi Leonard just turned the corner. You're Jeremy Sohan and you're playing the gaps. Your feet have to be set so that you can recover. Why is Jeremy Sohan jumping up and down right now? So look at this pass. So you're jumping. Your feet aren't set. So this pass gets made. Look at this. John Wall's got it. You're barely even started recovering. What is Jakob Pertl doing? Are the Spurs switching this? Jakob Pertl's got to be ready to guard this screen. He's not at all. So now Isaiah Roby's got to step over here because Pertl's not there. Figure it out in transition. Is Jakob Pertl taking the ball? Okay, then Trey Jones has to stay here. You're not communicating. So you have 2 people guarding the ball and no one taking Norman Powell. This just can't happen. There's nothing else to say. You have 4 Spurs players guarding the ball. I mean, this is absurd. Yeah, so someone's open. Too much gambling here. When Kawhi Leonard turns to face you up, get in a defensive stance with your feet set. Look at this gambling right here. 1 gamble, 2 gamble, 1 more gamble. Okay, so now he'll be able to just stick a jumper in your face. Sohan is calling for this switch way too early. You got to keep guarding Kawhi Leonard, and when he comes off the handoff, Keldon Johnson can switch. Look at Sohan. He's already called for a switch. Well, really? Keldon Johnson, I don't think, is ready to guard Kawhi Leonard now. He's all the way over here still. So you just gave up guarding Kawhi Leonard, and now just complete laziness guarding Reggie Jackson here from Trey Jones. You got to sprint over and get your feet set. Look at this. Look at this crap. So your feet are never set. You're off balance. Good night. Again, this is just straight laziness. Why can't Jeremy Sohan sprint back and get a defensive stance, be ready to guard? Look at Sohan here. So you're off balance. I guess you're guessing that Reggie Jackson's going this way. Well, don't guess because you guessed wrong. Yeah, and what are the Spurs even doing? Why is Keita Bates-Diop all the way down here? Get up so you're ready to guard Marcus Morris. Look at Keita Bates-Diop. I mean, this is just, look at this. I mean, wow. Again, the Spurs are just not even trying. Like, Keita Bates-Diop, if you want to help on John Wall, you can, but you get up. You can still help from out here. You can still stunt and easily recover. You're just playing from so far away. So now this is calling for a switch that Sohan isn't ready for, and it's just an easy rip-and-go drive. And there's just no effort here. Turnover right now, stop. Keldon Johnson, could you not be disappointed? Could you just wait for a dead ball to be disappointed? Could you sprint back? Same thing with Pirtle. There's no reason that Ivica Zubac gets ahead of you, except for you just aren't trying anymore. I mean, it's complete crap. Bad gamble. If you're Josh Richardson, you have to understand that if you gamble and don't get it, you're giving up points. Look at Josh Richardson. Okay, you got a deflection. Well, you didn't get it, and now you're giving up points. Someone's wide open. You just took yourself out of the play.